They faced Watford at White Hart Lane on the opening day.
And Spurs with their two new big signings in their side, Chris Waddle from Newcastle and Paul Allen from West Ham. And Waddle quickly made his presence felt. As the cross comes in from the right there's the Waddle header as Spurs go into an early lead. What a great start for Waddle in front of the White Hart Lane fans. But Allen wasn't far behind. A splendid piece of work by him coming up in a moment as Galvin takes it on there. Played now to Paul Allen. Turns the full-back. Thinks for a moment about a little cross in there. Changes his mind. And then with the help of the deflection, puts it past the keeper. And Spurs are 2 into the lead. So the two new boys couldn't have made a better start. There were moments of flurry from Watford, but it didn't amount to very much. And here comes Spurs again. And again it's Paul Allen, having such a busy debut for his new club at White Hart Lane. And now a lovely little ball through to Mark Falco, past the keeper, goal number 3. Dealers with a long ball forward this time. Spurs in absolutely irresistible form on this opening day. And here they come again. Again, Galvin makes the run down here. And another goal for Waddle. 4-0 for Spurs.
They are against Chelsea at White Hart Lane.
Well, Spurs' night of triumph began early on. Chiedozie had been fouled, and here's Glenn Hoddle shaping up to take a free kick. What a tremendous night Hoddle had, and this free kick flicked on by Waddle, and there's Graham Roberts, the big central defender, arriving late at the far post, and Spurs go into an early lead. They added to it soon afterwards. There's Danny Thomas taking a throw, and Spurs win a corner. Certainly Chelsea were under enormous pressure in these opening minutes of the game at White Hart Lane. Paul Allen, whom Spurs bought from West Ham in the close season, takes a short corner. And here's Hoddle again. This time his cross is met by the other big central defender, Paul Miller, and Spurs are 2 goals into the lead. Miller doesn't score often. No wonder he's looking delighted about that one. More trouble for Chelsea here. Their skipper, Colin Pates, is sent off. That's the challenge there on John Chiedozie. Pates had already been booked for an earlier foul, and referee Brian Stevens calling the Chelsea captain over to him. The Tottenham fans howling for him to be sent off, and I think Pates at this stage must have known he was in the deepest of trouble. And sure enough, the referee has sent off the Chelsea captain. 2 goals down, now down to 10 men without their skipper Colin Pates. More trouble for Chelsea though before half-time. This time is a foul by Doug Rugby, the big Scottish fullback, on Paul Allen. And now you'll see a really cheeky free kick coming up to be taken, yes, by Glenn Hoddle. Number 10. Watch John Chiedozie on the right of the picture there as well. Chelsea caught unawares. There's the free kick, a mistake by the goalkeeper, and Chiedozie follows it in. Half-time, and Chelsea are behind by 3 goals to 0. In fact, the second half started a little more brightly for the visitors, Chelsea. The Spurs attack is broken up with a really hefty clearance out of defence, and now the chase is on. This is Kerry Dixon with an amazing lob over Ray Clemens just under the crossbar. Chelsea's first goal of the night, Kerry Dixon's first goal of the season. But for all that, it was Spurs who had the last word. A splendid move across field here. Glenn Hoddle yet again taking it up, and what about this for the perfect pass to Mark Falco. 4-1 to Tottenham.
4 goals for Spurs there, and more coming up now as they're at home to Newcastle United.
Roeder away, and here's Falco as Hoddle. Now here's Waddle. Loping stride, going all the way too. What a run here by Waddle, and a good save by the goalkeeper. Marvellous run though, the skills there of England's Chris Waddle. And just listen to the applause of the crowd warming to Chris Waddle's talent. Great run, weaving past defenders. Thomas did well getting down. McDonald combining with Beardsley. And here's McDonald again. Riley's in the middle, and a goal! Alan Davis. A sudden break just when it seemed Tottenham might score at the other end. Newcastle break away. And from the cross-in by McDonald, Alan Davis back in the side today puts Newcastle in front. A good jump then by Falco. The goalkeeper's lost it. They've got a second chance. Rather fortunate there, Falco with the shot. And in the end, a good save by Martin Thomas. In fact, that's Paul Gascoigne, the Newcastle substitute. He's going through his paces on the touchline, so clearly an injury to one of the Newcastle players. We'll see who that is in a moment. Chidozie with good play. Falco! Brilliantly done. Well, that's a marvellous goal by Falco. Set up by some excellent play from Chidozie, and then Mark Falco. Well, he had all the sharpness he needed there. And after 15 minutes, Mark Falco's third goal of the season has made it Tottenham 1, Newcastle 1. Lovely play first from Chidozie to set up the opportunity, and didn't Falco finish it well? Mark Falco, Tottenham's leading goal scorer last season, 25 league and cup goals, and he's back among the goals again now. Newton with the free kick. This is developing into an excellent encounter. Waddle. Now here's Thomas. Just the kind of entertainment to bring the crowds back. This is what crowds want to see, entertaining football like this. Adiles. Oh, Thomas is away here. There's danger for Newcastle. Is it in? It is! Chidozie. Well, it was a scramble. The 2 goals in 2 minutes have changed this game around. And John Chidozie. Bit of a scramble goal against Chelsea, and another one here. Just managing to force the ball over the line. Chidozie has tremendous pace. And he was away then from McKinnon, who brought him down. He has tremendous acceleration, John Chidozie. He's stuck to his task there, and McKinnon was forced to bring him down. So another opportunity for Hoddle to show his ability from the set piece. Miller! No goal, it won't count. Pushing there is Miller challenged. Got a clean header in the end. The referee spotted an infringement as the cross was floated over then by Glenn Hoddle. Miller with the header, but the referee had already blown for a foul. Adiles for Chidozie, no offside. Anderson away for the corner, with Waddle arriving behind him. The sweet flowing move then from Tottenham. Adiles finding the opening, and as the cross came over, it was Anderson who had to clear. Here's Hoddle. Well, there's no holding this man down today. Now here's McDonald. Both teams full of attacking ideas. Good to see. Roda. Took it too far. He's onside. Chidozie. Everyone was waiting for the flag. Chidozie must score. And the goal will stand. Oh, a perfect finish. Just look at his delight. Hoddle chipped it through. The flag stayed down, and Chidozie so coolly around the goalkeeper to steer it in. Glenn Hoddle, again the architect. Chidozie with the finish, and it's 3-1 to Tottenham. Chidozie. Falco letting it run through. Hoddle, can he finish it now? Was handled surely. It's gone in anyway, and the goal will stand. Glenn Hoddle Exemplary finish. 18 minutes into the second half. And just listen to the crowd's appreciation of Glenn Hoddle. It was certainly handled on the line. So it would have been a penalty with the ball had gone in anyway. And referee Alan Robinson says, that'll do for me. And it's 4-1 to Tottenham. This is Stewart. Still Stewart. Good effort. Great save from Clements. But a fine run then by Ian Stewart again. Clements just able to tip the shot over the bar for a Newcastle corner. Dealers to Hoddle. He's found Chidozie. Now, could this be 5? Hazard? Yes! Oh, yes! Hoddle once more the instigator. His early ball through. Chidozie saw Hazard. And Hazard showed a lot of composure there to turn in goal number 5. What an afternoon for Glenn Hoddle.
From Martin Hodge, a favourable bounce of the ball. And now when the ball eventually gets switched away to the right-hand side of the Sheffield Wednesday attack, Brian Marwood takes it up. And a lovely, accurate cross, powerfully headed home here by Lee Chapman, and Sheffield Wednesday go 1-0 into the lead. It was a lead that was short-lived, though, and you will see coming up now a splendid Tottenham equaliser, made in the first place by Ossie Ardiles. Well, a lovely run and a beautiful ball through for Chris Waddle to take in his stride, and superb finishing there past Hodge to make it 1-1. A really magnificent goal for Tottenham. And that's how it stayed until half-time. Spurs, though, dominated the second half. Their second goal coming up now. Paul Allen, their close season signing from West Ham, dumped to the ground there. Mark Falco, though, takes it up. And Hoddle with a delightful little chip, and Falco finishing it off to put Tottenham 2-1 into the lead. A throw by Danny Thomas on the far side. And now Falco, the provider. A lovely little chip in, and Waddle, not renowned for his heading ability, but there was certainly nothing wrong with that one. And Spurs now leading by 3-1. Sheffield Wednesday, in fact, being attacked from all directions. Chris Hughton on the ball, the left back for Tottenham. And here's Waddle, showing such confidence and thoroughly enjoying his game since he came down from Newcastle United, turning 2 men. And what about this for a delightful little ball in there for Falco to finish it off powerfully, and that's 4-1. Spurs had looked so inventive in the midfield. We've seen what our dealers can do already. And Hoddle again was in supreme form. And appropriately it's Hoddle who scores the 5th goal for Tottenham coming up now. Chidozie, who's done well for Spurs both on the right flank and down through the centre. The ball played in here, slightly clumsy there by Falco, and indeed by Waddle there. Falco's header, and Hoddle keeps his head superbly to make it 5-1 for Tottenham.
The character to battle against the odds. Now it became a test of what Spurs were made of as their season began to falter. And that was never better illustrated than when Leicester City went to White Hart Lane.
Well, Spurs could hardly have got off to a better start. They went into the lead with only 2 minutes gone. The scorer, Mark Falco. Up within 3 minutes, struggling Leicester City were level. Their scorer was Alan Smith. And that's the way it stayed until 25 minutes had gone, and then Leicester City were awarded a penalty. Up steps Steve Lynex, beats Ray Clements, and Leicester City are in the lead. "12 minutes later, Leicester go further into the lead. Their scorer this time is Mark Bright. So 3-1 to Leicester City, all the goals coming in the first half.
Well, there was nothing Spurs goalkeeper Ray Clements could do about that defeat. But when Tottenham went to Southampton a week later, Ray had an absolutely outstanding game. Southampton against Spurs.
Case. Wallace is onside. Played onside by Newton. Case and Puckett scampering to get up with him, but Wallace has made the chance for himself, but he couldn't take it. And you have to credit Clements for that. A splendid run from Danny Wallace. On and on he went until just Clements stood between him and the opening goal. But Ray Clements has seen all that before, and he blocked it brilliantly. Well, that came off Holmes and fell kindly for Leeworthy, and that's a splendid ball for Galvin. Waddle arriving at the far post, and Shilton makes sure the ball doesn't get there. It's an important phase in the game, this, with Southampton driving on, but unrewarded as yet. And you feel that if Tottenham can withstand the battering in the first half, they might be able to impose some authority later in the match, but not with clearances like that. Holmes, Armstrong, and it seemed that Wallace only had to stretch for it. It was a very unselfish header from David Armstrong, coming in unattended, and it was too unselfish really for Wallace, who rather, I think, expected the header to have gone directly for goal. It'll be interesting to see whether Tottenham can inject a little more urgency into their play. Shilton understandably anxious, with Waddle having a chance to curl in the cross, and it might fall for Falco! It was a real opportunist effort. He'd misjudged the header. It rolled back for Mark Falco, who let fly, and it came out of the junction between post and crossbar. Falco showing what a good team player he is, and again it was Mark Falco's tackle, and this is Waddle benefiting from it. Falco might benefit himself. Well, you can trace that move right back to the moment where Mark Falco slid in to win the ball for Tottenham, and he was inside his own half. George Lawrence wondering again whether he might get a taste of the action. It's a very deep corner from Case for Cockerill. Puckett! They've broken through! And it's David Puckett who's done it! And it was struck deep the corner where Cockerill arrived in the rehearsed move, and Puckett with a second header to score. Wallace. Cockerill. Wallace. Brilliant save. Puckett shot, but really perhaps Wallace should have gone for goal himself. Case. Cockerill, Baker going outside him. Cockerill, Puckett, Cockerill, Wallace. There's an audacious touch to Southampton's build-up at the moment. And Tottenham are finding it very hard to live with it. Armstrong takes the corner, Case, Bond. Oh, how did he save that one from Puckett? Only Ray Clements knows. David Puckett can't believe that he hasn't got a second. Cockerill. Puckett's just a little too quick for Perryman. Case. Southampton have two players over. Armstrong. Wallace is in the middle, but Armstrong still can't do it. There's only one reason for that, and it's Ray Clements. Because less experienced goalkeepers would have committed themselves then. Armstrong was luring the goalkeeper, not prepared to shoot until he wanted to, but still Clements.
Tottenham. Graham Roberts with it. Huddle picking out Houghton. Waddle. Waddle again. Did well to make a yard for himself. Huddle on the far side. Albiston just getting his head in there. And whacked over the top by Paul Allen. So in the last 2 or 3 minutes, Spurs, in fact, have made a couple of half chances for themselves. And that, if anything, was possibly a little more than a half chance. Huddle getting it back. And Allen banging it over. Waddle. So a brighter little spell this for Tottenham. With about 12 minutes to go to half-time. Peter Barnes, and now Whiteside. It falls for Galvin. Went Bailey just for a moment in a little bit of bother, particularly with Waddle coming in quickly. Olsen, Strachan, Whiteside, spraying it wide again for Albiston. Barnes. Barnes crossing it in towards Stapleton. Back it came off Roberts. Close as you can get to an own goal without actually scoring one. Oh, goodness me, what is he doing? Right side at that near post, looking for the little flick on that is so hard to defend against. Instead it's a different corner. Gidman flicking it in. And will Barnes be able to turn it back? They claim a handball, but they get a corner and not a penalty. So a strong spell here from Manchester United. Barnes once again with that jink, that time not getting the better of Huddle. Finds Strachan. Whiteside. Very nearly got it through for Strachan. Now there could be a break on for Tottenham. Allen with Waddle outside him. Warming up a bit now. Huddle playing it in for Galvin. Falco's waiting in there too. And the fullback Stevens right up there. Houghton. Perryman. Glenn Hoddle. Stevens. Houghton. Both fullbacks there, fully committed at the moment to the Tottenham attack, but now Strachan. Busy little stride as he brings it away again for Manchester United. Delightful ball there into the path of Peter Barnes. Olsen is up and Hughes is coming up deep and late. Still with Barnes, turning in one way and the other. In the end, it's a disappointing end for Manchester United. It's a goal kick for Tottenham. Side. Moran, a miscue. Strachan with a chance to repair it. Paul McGrath. Offside against Hughes. Level with the last defender. Not much doubt about it. went directly in line. Flag was up in an instant. Spurs get the free kick, which Graham Roberts will take. Not a very good one, straight to McGrath. Huddle into Waddle. And Waddle really on his way with a chance. And that was a great chance for Tottenham. The ball played in swiftly to him, and he had the legs of John Gidman. Played in there by Huddle. Superb vision. And he had the better of Gidman and really should have made more of it. So although United have had the balance of play, there's no doubt about it, the Spurs for their part have had one or two really quite acceptable chances. As we come to the last 5 minutes of the first half. Rain starting to sweep across Lancashire again. It's not unheard of about here, of course. Strachan. No foul there. As referee Peck looks at the watch again. Playing time added on at the end of the first half. Indeed, there is the half-time whistle. No goals. United have had the balance of play. Spurs, for their part, have made one or two excellent chances. And I feel that Norman Whiteside in the midfield for Manchester United has probably played as well as anybody on the field. He sprayed out some splendid balls, bringing particularly Peter Barnes into the action. Had one shot himself just before half-time, which didn't cause Clements a great deal of trouble.
Your attention, please, Bill.
But in spite of his efforts, it's still Manchester United 0, Tottenham Hotspur 0.
And now we have another request, a birthday request, especially for Rachel Buckley, who is 15. Mum and Dad and sister send her best wishes. We'll play the record that you always play when the team come out, they say. This is the record. See on the out in a moment. Southern Boy, Baltimore. I think you'll like it.
Spurs then get the second half underway. 0-0, remember. Now Spurs attacking the goal to our right. Remembering that United did the double over Spurs last season. 1-0 here and 2-1 down at Tottenham. But Spurs no doubt will be encouraged by the fact that they did make one or two chances in that first half. Remembering also that United have an amazing record here. They've conceded only one league goal at home this season, and that was against Liverpool. Perryman. Stevens. Falco. And what a good run here by Gary Stevens, and it could be profitable too, but Bailey was down. Waddle puts his arms up in frustration. He felt the ball played inside. Could have been much more profitable. Delightful ball played in there, and a good storming run by the full-back here. But look at Waddle just on the left of the picture. He felt the ball played into him would have been a winner. Roberts. Stapleton, Strachan, Whiteside, Barnes, good play here by United. Storming forward again. Into the side netting. Goal kick. A splendid move that was by United though. And it's just repeating something that we were saying in the first half, that for all the lack of goals, the skills here this afternoon have been of the highest order. Strachan's little ball, Whiteside finding his man. And then Barnes causing Stevens problems until he caused problems only for the side netting.
Mabbott, good ball now for Galvin, just onside, and he's got Falco inside him. It's still with Tony Galvin, and in the end it was stopped by Moran. If the ball had got through to Falco, that would have been all up. And a header by Waddle straight into the arms of Bailey. So no shortage of really strident attacking football in the opening minutes of this second half. Galvin, having had one cross foiled, gets that one in, but Waddle's header goes straight to Bailey. Shoving the back by Roberts on Hughes. Free kick to Manchester United. Ulverston playing it, trying to play it carefully into the path of Whiteside. Allen running into trouble, then gets himself free. Galvin then gets in his way a little bit, and Strachan picks it up, and still with little Strachan. And it was a last-ditch attempt there by Mabbott that got it away for Tottenham. Foul by Waddle, or on Waddle rather, by Moran. Hoddle, quick off the mark, finds Waddle in space. Very nearly an opening goal, and it would have been down to the quick thinking of Glenn Hoddle. That was a splendid piece of quick thinking by Hoddle. As Waddle goes off on the run, Hoddle, while everybody else is getting themselves into position, sees the possibilities, and sadly for Spurs it went wide. Stapleton, back by Stevens. Stapleton in for Strachan. Made now for Gidman, a splendid ball by Strachan. Just coming in towards Stapleton, he lets it go for Peter Barnes. Two Spurs defenders have come there to try and hold him up. Whiteside now going through, can he hold off Perryman? Onto the left foot, across the face of the goal. First real burst into the penalty area by Norman Whiteside in this game, and so close to producing the opening goal. He was always going to hold off Steve Perryman there on his power alone, onto that favoured left foot, across Ray Clements, across the goal and beyond the post. Not sure what John Gidman was doing there. It was a corner given away quite needlessly, it seemed to me, and it allows Spurs to keep this screw tightened down on Manchester United at the moment. Chris Waddle with the corner. And it might be Mabbott he's aiming for. In fact, it was Mabbott who made a good late run and got in on it. But here's Barnes now. Can United get something out of this? Olsen versus Hoddle. The blue shirts are getting back as quickly as they can. It's still with Olsen. The little chip in, just too high. Well, they're not quite high enough to reach Whiteside. Stapleton down, and Clements again gathering with ease. Galvin, Waddle, and now for Falco. And Allen. No denying Spurs' right to be on level terms with Manchester United. It's a really enterprising second half by them. With Allen just banging it wide of the far post. Roberts, for a change, caught dallying, but I think probably gets the free kick. Foul by Jesper Olsen. No, it's not. There was no foul there, apparently. Galvin on the white side. A free kick to Manchester United. Now, little Gordon Strachan with the free kick. Waiting for McGrath and Whiteside to get in there. Could be a chance for a Tottenham break now. Allen finding Galvin, and suddenly Galvin is roaring free. And he's got Waddle as well, and if Waddle had just been one stride further forward, that could well have just been a formality. Waddle, Stevens, and Bailey's ball. Well, the 54,000 crowd, they're all partisan, of course, and I suppose they want to see their own side win, naturally enough. But I think most of them would agree deep down that it's been splendid entertainment. Galvin. Crossed in once more, and a header over the top by Hoddle. I think it may have been a free kick in point of fact. It's a free kick to Manchester United. Galvin getting it in at the second attempt, Hoddle right in there. That's a nasty sort of cross there. The referee judging that Hoddle was pushing down on the defender. And at this moment, Spurs have taken the game away from Manchester United, who just can't put anything together. But wait, here's Olsen. Albiston. Now Whiteside. Suddenly United are looking dangerous, and it's Albiston right in there, and Houghton, who got it away only as far as Whiteside. Once more the little chip in by him for Hughes. Crossbar. Oh, so much for United not being able to put anything together. Stapleton. Strachan, Albiston. Hughes trying to get in there again with his head. Little Strachan in there too. Whiteside also. No foul, said the referee. He claims Whiteside dived. And here come Tottenham. And the ball at last goes into play. There'll be a throw then, which Perryman will take. Really was a close call for Manchester United with that thundering shot from Mark Hughes hitting the crossbar a moment ago. Well, Whiteside had so much to do with it. Chipped in there. I thought there for a moment he may have been offside. Tremendous volley off the crossbar. Allen. And it taken away, though, by Albiston. Olsen. And he's onside, but Clemenson put it right out there. And Stapleton, in trying to turn it back, was away wide of the mark. Spurs claiming in the first place that Hughes was offside. So it'll be a goal kick. Waddle, Falco, Waddle, just over, goal kick. Right to the last minute then, we're getting close calls at both ends. Falco and Waddle trying to conjure something. Whiteside, high into the air, might go anywhere. McGrath, though, with his head. Coming towards the last minute of the game. Perryman. Astonishing to think that with so much attacking football through 90 minutes, we've not had a single solitary goal. Olsen. Free kick to Manchester United as Hughes is brought down. The whole place here has been awash with noise from the very beginning, indicating that it's a game that the crowd have really felt a part of and have responded to. Now, is it to be snatched at the very last by Manchester United? Not if that Tottenham wall has got anything to do with it. Played for little Strachan, a chip by him towards Whiteside. And Clements just shepherding it past the post. Spurs fans starting a victory chant already, or at least a chant of great relief probably that they haven't been beaten for the 4th successive time. Kidman. Strachan. Playing time added on for stoppages as Strachan goes through. Will he go all the way? Now trying to get Olsen in. That's the sort of game it's been right to the very last whistle. With the two little men, Strachan and Olsen, looking to provide something for Manchester United right at the last. Mabbutt again, who's performed magnificently at the back for Tottenham, was the man who made it difficult. Final whistle, 0-0. Spurs rehabilitation takes a giant step forward with this draw here, which I'm bound to say over 90 minutes they thoroughly deserve. In fact, if anything, they had the better of the second half, even though Mark Hughes cracked the Tottenham crossbar so close to the end. Some great and sterling defensive work by Tottenham, particularly by Robertson Mabbutt. And the Spurs players go to their fans to applaud their support, and the fans in turn reward Spurs with an ovation that says that was a point you really had to work for.
Scored now for 8. Waddle hasn't got one for 7. So there certainly is a problem up there, the lack of goals. Roberts. Firmly back to Ray Clements. Perryman. Bradley biting into the tackle. Stainrod. Bradley very nearly set Birch away then. Here's Hoddle for Tottenham. Now then to Waddle. He's looking to take players on. It was not that far away. Jinking run then by Chris Waddle. Saying he's gone 7 games without a goal. 2 on the opening day of the season, but has only managed 4 since then. Very Shaw with Roberts. Kick on there was from Falco. Stevens to Hoddle. So gracefully away from Hodge. Stainrod to Birch. Tottenham's throw. Bradley. Again, the play becoming rather untidy. Perhaps Tottenham can bring some order to it here. Stevens, driven in low and hard. There's a ball, that one. Here's Hoddle. He's got away from Dorigo. Still Hoddle. Now then for Waddle. Here's Stevens. Tottenham trying desperately here to prize an opening. Dorigo's given it away to Stevens. Allen going in. And away for the corner, is it? It is. Certainly some anxious moments at the back there for Aston Villa. Created by the perseverance of Glenn Hoddle. Hoddle flicking it on, and it's there! Tottenham have taken the lead. And it was Mabbutt who slid it in. The ball driven across the area. The Villa defenders couldn't clear it, and Gary Mabbutt, who scored last week in the draw with Queen's Park Rangers, was there again. And he had the simplest of tasks to drive the ball in. So Tottenham have taken the lead here. As they threatened to do on a couple of occasions in the first half. And it's taken defender Gary Mabbutt to show the front man how to do it. Dorigo for Villa. Now here's Hodge. Dorigo's cross. Birch! Well, it was a very positive reply from Aston Villa. There's an offence in there anyway. Paul Birch, the player arriving on the end of that cross. Villa now have got to come from behind. Hooking it away. Tottenham with their tails up now. It's only Gary Mabbutt's third goal of the season. A very important one. Waddle. Falco. Neat interchange with Hoddle. Who else? Falco going through. A goal kick. Peter Shreve, when you ask him about Falco's lack of goals up front, said, well, I persevered with him last season when he went, I think it was 10 games without a goal. And I shall do so again now. Bradley. For Stainrod, as ever, Graham Roberts was on hand. Here now then is Tony Dorigo. Evans, the Villa captain. Looking there for Hodge. This cue is from Hugh. There's Perriman. Now here's Walters. Fine ball there from Norton. Cross was too long. Hugh had to give away the corner anyway. Some pressure here coming in on the Tottenham goal now then from Aston Villa. Alan Evans, his height and weight. The penalty area, they'll have to do better than that if they're going to find him. Morton to Evans again. Perriman. The Villa crowd becoming just a little frustrated with their team now, in their efforts to break Tottenham down. The linesman is flagging furiously over on the far side, I'm not quite sure why. Oh, in fact, it's a substitution, that's why. Tony Daly is coming off and Gary Shaw is going off. A little surprising, perhaps. A few jeers around the ground from some of the Villa supporters who weren't happy with the way that Gary Shaw was going up front. Tony Daly, a young man with tremendous pace, comes on now for Aston Villa. Gary Shaw, remember, hadn't played full first-team games since August. So perhaps feeling the pace a little bit. What Tony Daly can do now then for Villa. Here he is, straight away involved. Stevens. Towards Waddle. Here's Hoddle. Glover, the defender. Villa have pushed Walters down the middle now with Stainrod, with Tony Daly operating wide on the left. Birch down the right. Here's Birch now. Still Birch. A clever little chip. Quick piece of thinking there by Paul Birch. He's a very reliable player, never lets Villa down. And that deserved a better reward there. Smart piece of thinking by Paul Birch. Glover. Oh, Falco, is he in? It's there, it's two. A defensive mistake there with Glover. And Falco, well, he's waited a long time with that goal. 8 games without scoring, and he'll take particular delight from that one then. Goal number 2 for Tottenham, Mark Falco. This is in fact his 10th of the season. I wonder if that has now put this game beyond Aston Villa. 2-0 down. Away goes Daly. 20 minutes to go, and Aston Villa are in deep trouble. 2-0 down. Garrigo. Here's Waddle then for Tottenham. Waddle have gone through the middle. Left some space here then for Clive Allen. Now Waddle. Away from 2 defenders. Perriman. This season, Aston Villa's home form has let them down. It's happened again today. Choices on here for Stainrod. Harry Maverick is there. Maverick has been really quite outstanding today. Apart from his goal, looks so sound defensively. At the moment, they look to have got it right here with Roberts and Maverick. Looks a very profitable combination. Waddle. Garrigo. Surging run, and he's gone all alone. Garrigo, the second time in the game, is clean through, and for the second time he's wasted the chance. Thumps the ground in anguish. It really was a very impressive burst through the middle. Defenders left trailing in his wake. He couldn't keep the shot down. Tony Dorigo squandered there. A really good opening. Plenty of Tottenham players up in support. Allen is one of them here. Looking to wriggle his way through. Still Allen. Kept going. He's got the corner. That was remarkable persistence shown then by Clive Allen. All to be appreciated by the Tottenham fans. Waddle again with the corner. Spink came for it. Just managed to fist it away. As we peer through the gloom. Free kick to Aston Villa. The message from Nigel Spink is clear enough. Please get on with it. Glover. Suicidal pass played then by Glover to David Norton. Don't really do much else with that. Rigo. Hodge. Now then for Daly. Rigo. Tottenham pulling everybody back. So for Evans. Glover was there. And now then for Dorigo. Steinron. Only persevered, and here's Hodge. Walters, it's there, he scored. It's 2-1. Oh, what a finish for him for now, with just a couple of minutes left. Mark Walters has scored for Aston Villa. The only play set up by Steinron. Hodge couldn't finish it, but Walters could. Tottenham now have a couple of anxious minutes to survive before the points are secure. Mark Walters with goal number 9 for him this season. England under-21 international. And he's thrown Aston Villa a lifeline. Dorigo with the header. Steinron. It's Clive Allen with Glover. Still Allen. Oh, he stepped at the vital moment. But here's Hoddle. Now then for Falco. Clive Allen. And again he slips. He's had the wrong boots on. Away by Mabbutt. Desperate last flick here from Aston Villa. It was only Clive Allen in the Villa half and that ball was knocked forward. Spink having to race back into his penalty area. Evans. Falco. That would have finished it. Falco has got his confidence back now in front of goal with that second goal for Tottenham, which must have been quite a relief to him after a barren spell without a goal. We're now into time, headed on for injuries. Can Villa do it? Steinron. It's a Villa throw. Is relieved on Tottenham. Perhaps momentarily. It's all over. Tottenham's first win in 6 matches, and one has to say a deserved win for them too. They seem to be coasting it, really. Gary Mabbott and Mark Falco with those second-half goals. But then a real scare at the end as Mark Walters got one back for Aston Villa. Villa's problems continue here at Villa Park. They really can't seem to get it right. For Tottenham, well, it's been a very rewarding day for them. So much inspired by Glenn Hoddle, and they've beaten Aston Villa here.
That was Lee. There's Rush. Foot out by Mabbott. Still one or two absentees on the Tottenham side. Roberts is suspended. Galvin and Ardiles played in the reserves in the week. But here's one man who is playing. It's Chris Waddle. Chiedozi's coming in from the far side. He's got Falco and Hoddle forward as well. Still Waddle. And it was Gillespie who got a foot in. Danny Thomas will take the throw for Spurs. Gary Stevens is in there. Back heel was by Hoddle and Waddle. Grobbelaar did well. I'm not sure whether Waddle read that back heel by Hoddle quite quick enough to make the chance. Grobbelaar seems to be in some pain after making the save. Hoddle will take the corner. Miller is up on the near post. And the Liverpool physio did start to come on. And Grobbelaar stretching and in! Glenn Hoddle's corner seemed to confuse Grobbelaar completely, and it finished up in the back of the net with Waddle making absolutely sure. Hoddle takes the corner, Grobbelaar fits a hand to it, and whether Waddle will claim that. This is a better view of it. Grobbelaar gets his hand on it, he turns it up, and yes, Waddle will claim it. Lawrenson again. Mabbott is policing Rush, and Ray Clements looking very assured. Hoddle. Good ball. Chiedozi. Waddle in the centre, so is Falco. And is Waddle again! And it could so easily have been two, because he got there ahead of Alan Hansen. And a sweeping move by Tottenham. Hoddle's ball out to Chiedozi was brilliant. Chiedozi's cross, Waddle's header this time misdirected. But a superb pass from Glenn Hoddle. And the Tottenham fans haven't had a half as good as this in an important league match, or in any league match for that matter, for quite some time. There seems to be a bit of bite and pattern and confidence about the team today. Chiedozi. Liverpool always the supreme test. Was McMahon up to Rush. Here's Lawrenson. Liverpool have got 7 players, 8 players in the Tottenham half. Rush and Mabbott. And Clements made it look easy. This is Hoddle. Oh, he's rifled one again! Well, Grobbelaar, the last thing I would imagine he wants is to be peppered from long range by Glenn Hoddle, whose venom from that distance is well known. Lee. Johnston, nicely done. That was Miller. Waddle. Hoddle looks for Chiedozi. Intercepted by Danny Thomas, who read it beautifully and tried something ambitious there. It was meant to be a shot, although had Grobbelaar not gathered it, Spurs had Falco coming in from the far side. As you'll possibly see from this, it would have been a rebound chance, possibly. Rush. Volleyed forward by Thomas. And Gillespie against Waddle. And Waddle may be in. No, quite what you say. First there wasn't a chance, then there was, then there shouldn't have been. And in the end, Waddle was denied his second. Mulby, Lawrenson. Forward again by Mabbott. Spurs are keeping Liverpool under examination here. It's Waddle's cross, but Grobbelaar's unchallenged this time. Kenny Dalglish deciding not to select himself in the 12. He's 35 years old on Tuesday, by the way, the player manager. Mulby. Beautifully to Thomas, and he's got it inside for Falco, and here's Chris Waddle, straight at the goalkeeper. Good move though. Offside flag was up anyway against Johnston, but it's gone back down again, and there might have been a little bit of controversy had the ball been put in the net there, because the linesman initially was flagging, but it won't matter because as Tony Murphy with the yellow flag goes off, so do the players, and the half-time debate almost certain again to involve Bruce Grobbelaar, whose injury, one should say, to start with, followed by lack of attention because they took the corner, led to the goal by which Tottenham lead. Having said that, Spurs were on the half, the more direct side, the more likely scorers could in fact have added to that. Everton have set such a pace with their recent sequence of wins, another one yesterday of course against Aston Villa, that Liverpool needed 3 points today. And bear in mind that they've only won away 4 times in the league, Liverpool. One of them was in our live game at Watford, admittedly, but they haven't taken maximum points on opposing grounds often enough to stay with the leaders. So that's the test facing them, playing now from right to left in the second half. Here's Jim Beglin. Sammy Lee. That's Lawrenson. Looking for Johnston. It's Mabbott with him. Weather permitting, both these clubs have a busy week ahead in cup football, so what happens today could have an effect confidence-wise. Spurs to play Everton, as I said, here in the FA Cup. Liverpool to play Queen's Park Rangers in the Milk Cup semi-final second leg, and then Watford or Bury in the FA Cup. Perryman. Chidozie. And Beglin. And Lawrenson's onside. He's got McMahon in the centre with Rush, but every Liverpool cross so far has come safely to rest in the hands of their former goalkeeper. Chidozie on to Waddle. Now Lawrenson and Thomas. Forward by Miller. Then Hansen. Appeals for handball by the crowd, but not by the players, and it's Danny Thomas who's sorting it out, but Mulby gets it back. Johnston. Rush waiting in the centre. Again, he's very much on his own, but Whelan's joined him now. And it's going to come to McMahon. Fine save by Clements. At last, Liverpool got some more bodies in the area. Perryman half cleared it, but it went to McMahon, and Clements, at the expense of a corner, has made the save. Mulby, Gillespie and Rush now await the corner. And Gillespie gets up. And Rush didn't make it. And another good save from Johnston this time, who holds his head. And Ray Clements, 37, has made 2 saves in quick succession that say everything about his consistent career. And Liverpool are the last club that need to be told about it. Beglin. Lee. McMahon put it through, and offside against Beglin, who probably knew he was anyway. But from one goalkeeper, we talk about another. And Clements here was absolutely certain in what he was doing. The first save was a fine one. The second one here from Johnston was first class.
In fact, John, the Tottenham defence brought that upon themselves, all that pressure. Danny Thomas threw the ball away needlessly over on the left and gave them, Liverpool, a chance to score twice.
Well, they did indeed have 2 opportunities, but it's still 1-0 to Tottenham, and here is Danny Thomas now in attack. That got a deflection, and Grobbelaar dealt with it very capably. Thomas not naturally left-footed, but he can certainly use it. Here's Johnston. Oh, he's turned Miller well. Johnston's cross, but it's over. What about Ray Clements, Jimmy?
Well, he's been in such superb form. I think it's a great tragedy that he's not our number 2 goalkeeper, at least in Mexico. We can't afford, we haven't got that much talent in all the positions that we can afford to turn down players of that ability. And he's got the experience. If anything happened to Shilton, we would probably, you'd be able to put him in without a worry and have the best 2 goalkeepers if we had not the best in any other position. But that's not the way life works. I can't see him going now. I think Bobby Robson will stick to what he's got. He's determined at the moment to ignore all the criticism and go sailing on to Mexico with the lads he believes in, and why shouldn't he do that? He's going to get the criticism if it goes wrong.
Here's Lee. And Mulby hit the frame of the goal. Clements could do nothing about that, and Mulby so close to the equaliser. Liverpool have taken a quick corner. Johnston. Away by Miller, whose hesitation might have led to that initially. But Liverpool have come out for the second half looking a lot more threatening. And when that ball came in, Mulby's header clipped the angle where post joins crossbar. And it's not surprising that he's scored 14 goals this season for Liverpool, the big Dane. Admittedly, 6 have been penalties, but there's no doubt he knows where the goal is, and they're getting players forward now to support Rush. This was Ray Clements' view of what happened there when the Mulby header came in. It was well placed, and he couldn't have done much about that. And whatever happens championship-wise, Liverpool are still, remember, chasing 3 other trophies. FA Cup, Milk Cup, and here's Rush, beating Mabbutt. Beautifully played by Paul Allen. And here's Chidozie. That was good football on the right flank by Spurs. And Allen gets it in, and Falco's there. Jimmy Hill beside me, almost purring with appreciation there.
Worth the transfer fee in its own, that one bit of magic from Allen. Coolness in defence, took it out beautifully, started this attack, which almost ended with a goal that might have clinched the result once and for all.
Here's Waddle, who's on the left wing. That's a corner off Lawrenson. So have Tottenham weathered the little storm at one end. Here's Hoddle. Miller, oh, didn't make contact, Beglin did. Perryman. In again by Hoddle. Here he is again, Waddle now. Waddle shot. That was Stevens in there, Waddle. Seems to be roaming around to quite good effect on the flank 1 minute, and then in the centre, which was the way Tottenham planned it. Johnston, and Rush is closing in here, and it was one way of dealing with it by Danny Thomas, and at least it was decisive. Gillespie is forward for the corner, which Whelan will take. Mulby's also in there. Oh, just brushed Gillespie's head. McMahon didn't get hold of it. Liverpool still preparing to run McMahon through the back, and he's got there again, forcing a corner. They're pushing and probing in typical fashion now, Liverpool, just nudging further and further into the heart of the Spurs defence. Plenty of players up for the corner. That was Hansen heading down, Thomas miscued, and Rush played it back, and Whelan fired it, and it came to Mulby, and that's the equaliser that Liverpool have been threatening to score. Clement's beaten low to his right, and Mulby scores his 15th goal of the season to put Liverpool level after 66 minutes. Tottenham really had the chance to clear it. Danny Thomas felt could have done first time. It was played well though by Liverpool, then given away again by Spurs, and Mulby found the corner. Just underlining again that they're always dangerous when they're behind. Rush. Here's Sammy Lee. Lawrenson. Owen Miller trying to get it away, and Rush almost in. Clement saved. Lee crossed again, and Spurs defence are suddenly going through one of their torrid times. Miller was all over the place, and Clements had to save them again. Johnston, Rush! It's beginning to look wide open in there now. Ian Rush has got the scent of goal in this second half, particularly the last few minutes, after a very thin time earlier. He was certainly foiled initially by Ray Clements there. A good block from close in. Mulby. And Hansen. And Beglin. Tottenham's passing is all at sea at the moment. Perryman's falling over, and so is Whelan, and that's a free kick. Quickly taken. Liverpool, the team that want to get on with it now. Mulby again. And Spurs will be sick of the sight of him this season. He scored twice against them up at Anfield, both penalties if I remember rightly. Hit the bar here with a header when it was 1-0 and then equalised. That's a free kick to Liverpool. Lawrenson was fouled. Get Jimmy Hill's thoughts on the state of play after this has been resolved. Lee to take it. Here's McMahon. Oh, he's hit the bar again. Rush! Clements saved it brilliantly, and Johnson fell over. What drama there in the goal now. Great shot by Steve McMahon. Deserved a goal, really, but Clements reacted marvellously well when the rebound chance came. Now he's up with Rush as Clements. No difficulty for him there. Well, that was nearly 2-1, Jimmy.
It certainly was, and you have to fancy Liverpool at this stage. Spurs really are remnants of the side that played so steadily, really, in the first half.
But here's Danny Thomas. Three in the centre waiting. And Falco. Good opportunity.
And that represents the kind of game that Falco really has had today. He's hardly ever been in it, which when you weigh it all up in the balance, it's bound to give Liverpool the advantages. Some players have really not been in the game. Huddle, who dominated in the first half, really is struggling to get back in it at this point himself.
Here's Johnston for Liverpool. forcing a corner off Miller. Well, you can't question the entertainment value here now. We've had the bar rattled at one end, a headed chance missed at the other. It's 1-1. This is Beglin. Rushes in there again. Again, it's come out to Lee. And a deflection on that sends Clements back onto his line. But the number of times that clearances have dropped straight to a Liverpool player. Are you going to replay the crossbar, Jameson? Here's Chidozie to Hoddle. And too slow. Johnston caught him. Mulby. And Paul Allen looking for a way out or a way back, and Liverpool are cornering them. Just look at this. Perryman's in trouble. Rush! Clements saves again, and Spurs make you think they're almost committing suicide back there. They're nearly throwing the game away. And you can't do that against the Liverpool team, who've now got their teeth right into it. And by now, the lights should have gone out for Tottenham, in all fairness, but that second goal has eluded Liverpool. And never more so than when Steve McMahon crashed a shot against the Tottenham crossbar. It flew back, and how quick Clements was there to foil. I think it was Rush who had the shot. Tremendous effort, though, from McMahon initially. There are 4 minutes to go, and Gillespie has gone up to try and meet the cross. It fell between him and Lawrenson. This is Mulby. Sammy Lee makes a run from the back. Corner to Liverpool. No doubt that they must pursue their ambition here to take all 3 points. That's what's made the 3-point system so attractive in many ways. Away sides now less inclined to settle for a point, which Liverpool today couldn't afford to do, really. Mulby will take the corner. Whelan! Really made his name for Liverpool in a match against Spurs, Ronnie Whelan, when he got 2 goals in the Milk Cup final of '82. Well, here was a chance perhaps for one of his specials from 15 yards or so. Tottenham bench, what looked like not a comfortable victory, but a likely victory at half-time. Now looks anything but that, and here's McMahon trying to win it for Liverpool. Good challenge by Mabbott, but only out to Johnston. And Whelan's in the middle, and so is Rush, and Paul Allen concedes the corner. 1-1 with just a minute to go. And the Liverpool supporters behind that goal urging their team to clinch it here. Whelan short to Beglin. Back again to Whelan. Marnes on the edge of the area. Rush closing in. And he's still handball. Handball, the whistle's gone. These have been anxious times in the second half for Peter Shreve and his side, bearing in mind how well they played in the first 45 minutes. The renowned Liverpool resilience sees them through again, but it may be to only 1 point rather than the 3 that they really need. Oh, a misjudgment by Perryman, and here's Whelan. Rushes through the middle, danger here, and Rush, and a goal! They have done it! Kenny Dalglish thrilled to bits, just going into stoppage time, and Ian Rush, from a pass by Whelan, poked out his right foot and scored off the post what must surely be the goal that keeps Kenny Dalglish's team in the championship hunt. Steve Perryman made the mistake, as Peter Shreve will know only too well, because the ball bounced bounced over his head and put Whelan in. Spurs would appear to have thrown it away, but Liverpool, all credit to them, have performed so well in this second half. Is there time yet for Tottenham? Allen. He forces a corner. So now it's Liverpool who have some last-ditch defending to do, but they won't have to do it. The whistle has gone, and Kenny Dalglish.
Arsenal get us underway then. The changed away strip this afternoon. Fantastic occasion it is, the North London derby. Sanson forward. Doesn't pick out anybody in the yellow shirt as the challenges come flying in. Newcastle losing out, and Spurs can bring it clear. Fine ball to this left side. Chris Waddle for Tottenham Hotspur. It's not a bad ball in, is it? Safely does it. Back to John Lukic. There's a real teaser of a cross from Chris Waddle. Slowly getting into position on Spurs, and looking to give Glenn Hoddle an option here from the throw-in. Glenn Hoddle's cross. It's deep. Back across the face of goal. Lukic has come to claim, and he hasn't got there. And Stevens has put it in. It's first blood to Tottenham Hotspur. Scrappy. Lukic got nowhere near it, and it just about crept in. Searching ball forward. It's well defended in the end. Danger not over yet for Spurs. Forward is Chris Waddle on this near side, and he's in with an opportunity. It was a poor attempt at a back pass by Martin Keown. The chance to make it two. From Roberts. Looking to bring it out by Williams and co. Here he is again, Williams. Who were not dealt with, and a real opportunity for the equaliser. It's a poor effort, and it's another fine save from Ray Clements. Spurs get away with it. Still Arsenal come forward though. Real opportunity. Sanson again. Glancing flick, and Tottenham just look to clear their lines. Anywhere will do, but it's a yellow wave coming forward, and that should be Clements' ball, and is. He's not seeing a lot of the ball. And chances as well, yet to find the back of the net. Quinn's done well. Is this to be their moment? Still going, and it's straight at Clements. Still sounding round White Hart Lane. O'Leary forward. And safely done. It could quite well be the points for Tottenham Hotspur. There you go. Just the single goal enough from Stevens. And Tottenham Hotspur, in front of a lively White Hart Lane, have won this North London derby by just a single goal to nil.